Greg Ruff along with you, and joining me is Austin Selby, the cross-country coach here at Trevecca, and you guys are about to get started, and the conference preseason polls are all coming out, and just talk about the excitement that you guys have, bringing the guys in, the girls in, and getting ready for the year.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's always a lot of fun. You put in so much work over the summer, just paperwork and setting all kinds of things up to make sure we're ready for the start of the year. And you're just ready for you to be back out sweating at practices, and glad that we have that rolling again. And so many new things going on this year. We have lots of new bodies, which is great. Hosting our first home meet this year. We get to race twice in town this year. New teams in the conference. So there's a whole lot of things for us to look forward to, and so glad that everybody's back and we get to do it together.
You have a really nice course here in Nashville that Vaughn's Gap that you don't have to maintain, but you get to use, and it's one of the best ones in this area. I've had a lot of really huge Division I meets and just everything. But talk about getting to host at Vaughn's Gap and kind of the excitement that you felt from other schools wanting to come and race here.
Oh yeah, no, it's a big deal, and you know, even for me, Vaughn's Gap goes back to high school. You know, I raced cross country there and have lots of good memories out there myself. But you know, we wanted to host a really good meet, a high quality meet, especially at the Division II level, and we've gotten a lot of interest. A lot of times it takes schools a couple years to get something on their calendar, and so this year I think we have a pretty decent field coming in, but it's looking towards even next year it being even bigger, as long as we can do this one right, which I think we can. And so it's exciting to get to do that. It's an honest cross country course. It's very fair. Times can be fast, but you also got to work for it a little bit. And it's just picturesque, and hopefully end of September it's starting to cool off, and you might get a hint of change in the leaves. So hoping for a really picturesque setting out there, and then hopefully we're hosting a conference championship there next year. We're definitely putting a proposal in, and if we can pull that off, we're going to be really excited.
That would be, and I know that's something that you're looking forward to and working hard towards. Talk about this year's version, men and women. Just give us a capsule of each one of the teams.
I think on the guys' side, it's a lot of experience, but I think what's fun about it is we also have some younger guys that look like they're going to contribute, really fast. So that's exciting. Guys like Ben and Logan and Corley, and those guys have been here for a long time, and there's a ton of seniors. There's Josh Durham, there's Alex O'Brien. There's all these guys that have been here since I got here, and it's kind of feel like we've lived this journey together of becoming part of Trevecca and its program. And so getting to see that from those guys, but then again seeing newer guys, like Anthony Reeves, the first season he'll be able to run, as well as David. It's exciting. Plus we have a great kind of younger core as well, even behind those guys. So excited to see how that develops. And on the women's side, we just have a lot of, once again, a lot of new faces, which is exciting as well. But then again, big class of seniors with Willow Moore and Mo Voiles, and it's exciting to be able to be a part of that. And then it's always fun to see what Caroline's going to do. But once again, we have freshmen coming in that we're really excited about, and I think both in cross and on the track they're going to turn some heads. And we like doing that kind of under the radar, and we really like developing the runners that we bring in, and so getting to see how that all works out is exciting, and can't wait to see how it plays out.
Just a quick view from your perspective about the conference and how it's growing.
It's getting hard, which is exciting. We seek out the best races and the toughest competition, so it's good that that's what our conference meet's going to turn into as well. I think as the conference grows and we pull in teams like Malone and then Hillsdale next year and Finlay. I mean, these are storied programs. Coach Hazen at Malone he's already in the Coaching Hall of Fame. And our conference is, we have someone that was in the Olympic trials this summer. I mean, we have national qualifiers all over the place and teams that are getting bigger and stronger at every institution. So it's fun. It's great to think of all the strategies when it comes to conference time and how we want to spread out our runners and have them attack the race, because really we work all year for that conference meet and then NCAAs. So it's a lot of fun. It would make me lose hair if I had any, but it makes us think that much harder heading into the championship races, which we want. I don't think anybody wants to just cakewalk through it. Everybody wants to earn it and go hard, and so we're only going to get better because we have to.
Absolutely. Austin Selby, our cross-country coach here at Trevecca. Greg Ruff and Caroline Hampton with this GMAC preview. She is a cross-country runner here at Trevecca and a two-time champion of the Great Midwest Athletic Conference, a national qualifier last year as well. Just have to start there because that was really exciting for a lot of people. You know, the thing that was interesting about that, it was exciting for all of us here in this athletic department. It was exciting for your team, exciting for the campus, but it was exciting for the conference. People in the conference were cheering you on. I saw the social media stuff. That's got to make you feel really affirmed and everything.
It really did. Yeah, GMAC really reached out and was tweeting things to me, good luck. And Ben Tuttle, who was from Cedarville, ran in it too. So it was really cool just the support from, the conference, not only just from family and friends, but I really felt so encouraged going into that race.
Talk about the progression there. You win the conference, and then region. You qualify, you make it, and you go after just missing the year before. And you talked about how that was a motivation for you. So just talk about the feeling of making it and getting to nationals, and then just the whole experience there.
Oh yeah, freshman year everything was going so well, and like you said, I barely missed the cut for nationals, but I would never regret anything I did because just from freshman year to sophomore year, just that hunger stayed there, and that motivation was there still. So even as a junior, there's still so many goals that each year, as a runner, you're never satisfied. You want more. So I'm really excited about this season.
Talk about your team, because this team is growing, and quite frankly, as a freshman, you dominated so much and came on the scene so quickly, but this team as a whole is beginning to grow significantly, and having Biz back will help as well. So just talk about your team a little bit.
Yeah, I feel I am called the grandmother of the team.
Yes, as a junior.
As a junior, I go to bed early, eat certain foods, but it's really cool just to be the upperclassmen and taking care of these freshmen, because I remember that year. That's a scary year, not only to go into transition mode and as a college student, but as an athlete. So you said we have 4 great freshman girls that are going to really tear up the courses this year, and I'm just excited as a team. We're really bonding and uniting and growing, and that's what we need.
I asked Ben this, but I'll ask you as well. Something about Trevecca that you didn't expect coming in, and maybe even just the college life as a whole, just as your junior now, looking back, I would never thought this would be what college is like.
I would probably say the coach support. High school, I had a really amazing coach, and I was prepared that as you go to the college years, it's not going to be, babying and, you can do this and all the encouragement, but I have 3 amazing coaches that have just supported me so much, Brad, Lindsay, and Coach Selby, and it's just, I don't know, I get kind of emotional just because of how much they really love all of us. And so I was not honestly prepared for that. Yeah,
it's kind of neat because I see, some people think, honestly, you, Logan, Ben, some others have really excelled at times, and but yet they treat all of the runners the same way. Yeah. No, there's no special treatment with you guys, and that's kind of neat to see. Talk about going into conference now, because you guys are getting ready. Certainly, you get to run twice here in town this year, the Belmont, and then hosting an event. That's got to make you guys feel really cool.
That is so exciting. So everyone come out. So this weekend we're going to the Belmont opener. I will not be running in that race, but I'm so excited to have a few home meets. It's always nice to see familiar faces, and I always go back to that time that you were there when the baseball guys came out, and how just amazing that was. So yes, hosting will be great fun.
That was good. That's Caroline Hampton, cross-country runner, here with Trevecca and this GMAC preview. Greg Ruff along with you with this GMAC preview with Ben Maroney of the Trevecca cross-country team, and Ben is a senior on this team, and man, your 4 years have kind of flown by, haven't they?
They really have. Feels like just yesterday I was moving on for my freshman season, so it's crazy how time goes.
One of the things I've talked to you about to think about was, what's been something about Trevecca, maybe even just the college experience, that surprised you that you didn't expect?
Yeah, I definitely think it was the relationships built. I've made some lasting relationships that will last me a lifetime, and I'll cherish them for the rest of my life.
You've been a part of something here at Trevecca that few athletes really get a chance to do, and that's a part of building a track team. Now, the cross-country team was fairly new when you came, so you've helped build that, but also the track experience. Just talk about the running program here at Trevecca and what it feels like to be a 4-year guy helping build something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible because, we came in genuinely like a new program. We didn't really know what to do as freshmen, and then just to learn as we go, and just build on it every year. And then to come in now in my 4th year as a senior, it's pretty incredible to see how far we've come and what we've built. And I'm humbled and honored to leave this legacy behind with the rest of my seniors that we've come in and built. It's awesome.
Talk about the conference a little bit. The conference is growing, it's getting stronger, and you guys have what I think is some really neat relationships, competitive relationships with some of the other schools in the conference.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the thing about our sport is we really get to know one another on and off the course. So we've really built a good relationship with a lot of the Cedarville guys. We really respect them. We really are chasing them. Honestly, we've been chasing them for the past 3 years. But we honestly have the utmost respect for them. And, Malone is coming in. They've got a very strong team. They've been to nationals, for as long as I can remember. And we just expect the same out of them. They're just going to make our conference that much more respectable and a lot tougher on everyone else, but it'll be great competition for sure.
What about Trevecca? Tell somebody watching, what makes Trevecca maybe different than the other schools you see?
Our guys. I'm sure everyone else would say the same thing about their team, but honestly, I would take every one of our guys going to battle with them every day.
Absolutely. Ben Maroney, Trevecca cross-country runner and part of the 2016-17 running program here at Trevecca.